If you have ever driven past a temple built by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, you have almost certainly noticed it. Standing high above the surrounding landscape, perched on the tallest spire, is a gleaming golden statue of an angel holding a trumpet to its lips. This is the Angel Moroni. For well over a century, this golden figure has been the ultimate, unmistakable symbol of the LDS faith. It was on their buildings, their jewelry, their gravestones, and even served as the official emblem for Mormon members serving in the military. It was the ultimate statement of their unique identity. But right now, a silent, radical, and massive shift is happening right in front of our eyes, and almost nobody outside the church is talking about it. The golden angel is disappearing. If you look at the newest temples being announced and built around the world today, the angel is gone. The church has quietly abandoned its most famous symbol. Historic pageants celebrating the angel have been permanently shut down. Even the word Mormon itself is being erased from the church's vocabulary by its own leadership. Why would one of the wealthiest and most influential American-born religions suddenly hide its most iconic symbol? Today, we are going to break down the exact 5 reasons why the Angel Moroni is vanishing, and what this means for the future of this massive global faith. Before we dive into this historical rabbit hole, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. It is completely free, and it ensures you never miss out on these deep dives. If you want to support this channel so we can keep bringing you high-quality investigative content, hit the like button and consider becoming a channel member. Now, let's get into the mystery of the vanishing angel. Reason 1. The transformation of Hill Cumorah. Reason number 1. The shift from Moroni to Jesus Christ. To understand why the angel is disappearing, we have to look at ground zero of Mormon history, a place in upstate New York called the Hill Cumorah. According to Latter-day Saint tradition, this is the exact spot where a young Joseph Smith was visited by the Angel Moroni, who directed him to uncover ancient golden plates. For decades, the Hill Cumorah was essentially a monument to Moroni. Every single summer, the site hosted a massive outdoor theatrical pageant, drawing tens of thousands of visitors. The pageant was a loud, proud celebration of Mormon exceptionalism, and Moroni was the undisputed star of the show. But a few years ago, the church made a shocking announcement. The legendary Hill Cumorah pageant was canceled permanently. The massive stages were torn down. When the site was recently rededicated, something was glaringly missing. The focus is no longer on the Angel Moroni. Instead, the official messaging now focuses heavily on proselytization that points people directly toward Jesus Christ. The angel is no longer the center of the story. He has been demoted to a mere footnote. This physical transformation of the Hill Cumorah is the perfect metaphor for what is happening to the entire religion. Reason 2. The push for cultural assimilation. Reason number 2. The desperate push for mainstream Christian acceptance. In the 19th century, early Latter-day Saints did not want to be like everyone else. They wanted to be different. The concept of angels was at the very core of their theology. The Angel Moroni symbolized that they were a people apart, possessing a unique cosmic truth. But as the 20th century rolled on, being viewed as a peculiar, isolated people became a massive obstacle. The church began to desire assimilation. They wanted to be recognized as part of the broader Christian family, rather than being labeled by evangelical critics as non-Christian heretics. In the 1970s and 80s, the LDS Church made a strategic decision to align politically with the broader religious right coalition in America. This required a massive rhetorical shift. They began heavily emphasizing their Christian commonalities. They literally added a new subtitle to their core scripture, renaming it the Book of Mormon, another testament of Jesus Christ. The golden angel on the roof, once a proud symbol of difference, was slowly becoming a PR liability. Reason 3. The Russell M. Nelson era. Reason number 3. The ultimate brand overhaul. This shift toward assimilation reached its absolute peak over the last few years under the current presidency of Russell M. Nelson. From the moment he took charge, Nelson initiated a sweeping, unprecedented rebranding campaign. His first major move was dropping a bombshell. He told the world to completely stop using the nickname Mormon, arguing that the term distracts from the church's Christian identity. The official church logo was suddenly changed to feature the Christus, a universally recognized Christian statue of Jesus. Jesus was visually placed at the absolute center of the brand, while the Angel Moroni was quietly pushed out the back door. Then came the temples. As the church began announcing dozens of new temples around the world, members noticed a stunning change in the architectural renderings. The newest temples do not have the Angel Moroni statue on top. The symbol of Mormon distinctiveness is being actively erased at the exact moment the church is expanding its global footprint. They are building more temples than ever before, but they are leaving the angel in the past. Reason 4. The forgotten bicentennial. Reason number 4. The sacrifice of history. If you want proof of how far the church has pivoted away from its angelic origins, you just have to look at the calendar. The year 2023 marked the 200th anniversary of the Angel Moroni's first visit to Joseph Smith. For a religion built entirely on the foundation of angelic restoration, a bicentennial like this should have been the biggest celebration of the decade. Let's look back at 1923, the 100-year anniversary. The church went all out with massive celebrations and a huge emphasis placed on the story of Moroni. But what happened in 2023? Almost nothing. The bicentennial passed with barely a whisper from top church leadership. There were no grand global celebrations dedicated to the angel. This silent anniversary speaks volumes. It shows that both the term Mormon and the symbol of Moroni have essentially been sacrificed on the altar of assimilation. Dwelling on the supernatural, angelic elements of their founding myth distracts from the core message of mainstream Christianity they are desperately trying to project. Reason 5. The beehive versus the angel. Reason number 5. The sociological victory of the beehive over the angel. To truly understand the depth of this change, we have to look at the brilliant work of the sociologist of religion, Armand Mauss. Decades ago, he published a landmark book called The Angel and the Beehive, where he perfectly diagnosed the deep internal tension within Mormon culture. Mauss argued that the Mormon identity is torn between two symbols. On one side, the Angel Moroni, representing exceptionalism, theology, and being separated from the corrupt world. On the other side, the beehive. The beehive is a secular image of industry, representing community building, cultural assimilation, and blending into society to be productive citizens. If we look at the landscape today, the war is officially over. The beehive has won, and the angel has lost. We can see this victory crystal clear in the rhetoric coming out of recent general conferences. Leaders are quoting evangelical hymns like Amazing Grace from the pulpit, a song that would have been almost unthinkable in a traditional Mormon meeting a few decades ago. The aggressively distinct theology of the past is being filed down to fit neatly into the broader landscape of modern, global Christianity. So, where does the church go from here? History shows us that symbols and emphases are never completely static. They evolve as the generations change. Latter-day Saints have always believed in Jesus Christ, but the way they package that belief for the rest of the world has completely transformed. To survive and thrive in a skeptical, interconnected 21st century, the church realized it could no longer afford to be the isolated religion with the golden angel on the roof. They had to become undeniably mainstream, and to do that, they had to let their most famous symbol fade into history. No one is safe in this evolving religious rhetoric, not even the angel who supposedly started it all. What do you think about this massive shift in one of the world's most recognizable religions? Is the church making a smart move to ensure its survival, or are they losing the very thing that made them unique in the first place? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I read every single one. If this deep dive opened your eyes, please hit that like button, share this video, and make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss our next investigation. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.